Hello and welcome to another Overlord lore video, and today we are going to take a closer look at why the Black Scripture suddenly appeared in the kingdom of re-estize and wanted to ally themselves with Blue Roses and Azud Aindra all of a sudden, for this is quite strange if you are slightly familiar with Lakios' relationship with the now deceased Nigun Gritluin, the leader of the Sunlight Scripture. But before we're going to take a closer look at all of this, let me thank my Patreons for supporting this channel. Furthermore, I say thanks to all users of the YouTube thanks function who made one-time donations. Also please check out my fantasy channel, it's linked down in the description. Now with all of that said, let's take a closer look at why precisely the Black Scripture was in re-estize, before I'm going to explain Lakios' past relationship with Luin. Now first and foremost, what is the Black Scripture anyway? Well, the theocracy has 6 scriptures dedicated to their 6 great gods. The 4 elemental gods of fire, water, wind and earth, as well as the god of light and darkness, or the gods of life and death. And the death god Sorshana was said to be the strongest of all of them, and therefore to no one's surprise, the scripture dedicated to him and led by a godkin is the strongest amongst all of them. It's a secret elite Black Op unit, and they were also the very ones who were tasked with dealing with the resurrecting Elder Coffin Dragonlord before accidentally running in and mind-controlling Sheltier Bloodfallen. As the strongest of the strong, as every single one of them firmly stood within the realm of heroes, they were also allowed to wear the arms and armors of the very deities themselves, the 6 players who founded the slain theocracy in the first place. And due to their immense skill, strength and experience, they were tasked with secretly traveling to the kingdom of re-estize and then contact and save as many powerful adventurers as humanly possible. Now, the Adventurer Guild itself is 200 years old and was set up after the invasion of the evil deities. So there's a good chance that the theocracy was behind the Adventurer Guild in the first place, and that they were possibly inspired by tales about similar guilds from their very own players/deities. That's why they went to all of the trouble of secretly entering the doomed nation. That's why they were able to avoid the Death Knights, warriors and assassins, because they were on a similar level as them. And now they were saving as many adventurers as they could, in order to strengthen humanity, by strengthening the slain theocracy, who, remember, has recently lost their very own monster extermination scripture, the Sunlight Scripture, to the Overlord Einsoul Gon himself. So they needed trained adventurers who were just anti-monster mercenaries anyway, in order to fill the gaps, and maybe even to rebuild the Sunlight Scripture from scratch. But Lakios and Azud Aindra refused, and while Azud's refusal can be very well explained by one of the most important missing scenes, even the invitation to join the theocracy towards Blue Roses was odd, because Lakios and Nigun Gritluin had a certain relationship. The leader of Blue Roses was the one who gave him this scar. Because Blue Roses before Einsoul Gon had arrived defended a village of demi-humans from otherwise certain extinction by fending off the Sunlight Scripture, and rather than healing his scar with tear magic, as Luin easily could have, the man chose to keep it as a reminder of past failures, and as a reason to become stronger, and not fail his state and God again. So inviting Lakios and her team into the slain theocracy, after from Slane's point of view, they literally fought on the wrong side, the anti-human side, and attacked and frauding one of their scriptures, speaks of how pragmatic and a bit desperate Slane was at this time, now that the Sorcerer King was exterminating entire human nations. But unsurprisingly, Lakios refused, and her team made it pretty clear that none of them wanted to go either. And here's another final fun fact they left in. The scripture recognized Evil Eye for what she truly is. The undead known as Landfall, a vampire princess who was said to have ruined an entire nation, and who later joined the 13 heroes in order to defeat the invading evil deities 200 years ago. So the scripture was keenly aware who she was. In fact, the theocracy of Slain was also the one who redacted and changed so much of the story that at the end it wasn't a horde of powerful beings from all walks of life and all species that ultimately defeated the evil deities, but just 13 human heroes. And this kind of pragmatism was also something that could be observed during the amphitheatrum scene, or rather Talk with Jerknev, where members of Slain, a humanocentric state that wants to eradicate all non-human life, wanted to inquire if perhaps it is possible to let Gogin, the war troll, fight for the Empire and therefore for humanity. And at least to me, this pragmatism was also a very welcome contrast to basically everything that happened in the volumes 12 and 13. And with that said, I say thank you very much for watching and special thanks to Bad Guy, Bad Burrito 316, Beezer, Ben C, Brandon D, Chrissy, Crowley 0221, Sia, Crystal Prime, Dead Slime, Death is Mercy, Deathless Dragonlord, Demon Xenomorph 1987, Devin Downen, Ding Dong, Duckwagon, Dystopia, Dystopia II, Enigmatic Unicorn, Feral Shivan, Guy with That Hat, Hector Marino, Hoss, Huster, Jacob G, Jana B, Jason, J. Morris, Chromius, Kyle R, Legendarius, Lelouch Britannia with a Mustache, Lexus Fox, Lord Nishikian Rai, Lord Touch Me, Mervek, Mr. Shoes, Mr. Tweaker, Michael R, Michael Y, Nope, Oh Hell No, Normal Toad, O'Kill, Overlord General Gasper, Paddy Pantum, Personage, Primus 11, Cune Caracos P, Shergox is Daddy, Shadow Lightning Wolf, Shrine Keeper, Super Tier Magic Batista Bomb, Supreme Cheese, Staris, Ted, Texas Deer, The Orc Warboss, Rock Ed Smasher, T.E. Wang, Vash Hawkeye, Vegito 27, Venture Fanatic, Wilhelm and Zonegon. Thanks guys. Anyway, have a nice day and I hope to see you all again soon on my next video.